ahead. Turn it up. It's The Record Machine with your host, Jimmy Hall.
A latchkey bullied kid, picked on, closeted, totally scared to death. Listens to the experts, it gets better, but nothing's getting better yet. When's a little kindness ever gonna find us and lead the way? Man, I thought with my kid they would be protected and hear me say, go your own way. Be whoever you are. Like a snowflake. Time is here and gone. Your life's a song that's yours alone. Don't be afraid to go your own way. Damn those magazines, killing my self-esteem. Nobody's perfect like that. It's nothing but Photoshop. I'm getting off the chopping block. Put away my yoga mat. I'm gonna take a long walk, have a little God talk. Hear him say, look at what I gave you. I'm the one who made you, and you're okay. So go your own way. Be whoever you are. Like a snowflake. Time is here and gone. Your life's a song that's yours alone. Don't be afraid to go your own way. Go your own, go your own, go your own way. Go your own, go your own, go your own way. Go your own way. Be whoever you are. Be who you are. Like a snowflake. Time is here and gone. Your life's a song that's yours alone. There's nothing wrong. Keep moving on. Don't be afraid. Go your own way. Go your own way. Go your own way.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome singer-songwriter Tia McGraff. So how you doing?
I'm doing good.
It's been a while. It's been about 4 years since the last time we talked.
Has it really?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
looked.
goodness.
Yeah, I looked at the page that all my episodes are posted up on, and
Yeah.
the last time we spoke was October of 2018.
And it was October nonetheless.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, the world's certainly changed since then, hasn't it, my friend?
It sure has.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So how are things going?
Good, really good. We just got back from Nashville and played the Bluebird Cafe and
Wow.
and did another round with a friend of ours up in Bowling Green. And the new EP is really receiving great reviews. Michael Stover is just knocking this one out of the park for us, so we're really excited about it.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, really, isn't he? And just, it's so nice. I'm sure you'll agree to have someone in the industry that you're working with who's just about integrity and making sure that the people that he surrounds us with are, you know, all good, positive, light people, right?
Oh, exactly. I mean, I met him, I think about 5 years ago online, and we still work together all the time.
Yeah, yeah. And you're out of Pennsylvania, aren't you? Is it Pennsylvania?
No, I'm originally from New Jersey, and then I moved to North Myrtle Beach in South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought for some reason you were in Pennsylvania. I'm sorry.
No. When I last spoke to you, I was still living in New Jersey. I moved a few weeks later to North Myrtle Beach. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Cool.
And that was October 31st. I left New Jersey in 2018, and I've been here ever since.
And you love it?
Yeah, I don't like the cold weather anymore. So, you know, the kids went away to college, and they're doing their own thing now. And me and my wife, we always wanted to live here. So we packed up and we left.
Good for you. Good. Well, Tommy and I got married in Savannah, Georgia, and we've been wanting to get back down that way. And we've been invited down to perform a concert. So maybe sometime we're coming through, we can stop in and visit with you.
That would be awesome. You guys should try to get a gig at the Alabama Theater in Myrtle Beach. You should look that up.
Okay, cool. I'll write that down.
Yeah, they have a lot of good artists play over there, and I think you guys would fit in right over there.
The Alabama Theater.
Yeah, it's in Myrtle Beach.
Okay, great.
Yeah, like I said, the last time we spoke on the air was October of 2018, and since then you've released a brand new EP called With Love. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So during the pandemic, Tommy and I were not sure what was going to happen. Like everyone else, we're kind of wondering where is this world going to go to? How as touring artists who've, you know, devoted the last 14 years of our lives touring up and down the road, what's life going to look like for us? And when we got past all of that, we just decided to make an album or a project just simply because we wanted to get some more songs recorded. We didn't want to stop recording and writing. And so we began to dig through some old demo tapes from our Nashville days or from days when we had been on the road writing with some friends. And we came across a couple that we had written with Kevin Fisher in LA before the pandemic. And one is called Go Your Own Way and the other one's With Love. And we loved the demos so much that we got in touch with Kevin and we said, why don't we just finish these? So over the internet, we started sending tracks back and forth, and he and Tommy co-produced it. And then that led to Tommy and I just writing some more songs. And next thing you know, we had this 7-song EP, and we decided to call it With Love after the title track and release it. And so we called up Michael Stover from MTS and just asked him, would you be willing to help us with promotion on this? And he graciously just, offered to fit us into his roster, and away we go. And now we're just getting so many wonderful reviews and feedback from around the world that it's really exciting, really exciting.
That's awesome. This podcast is going to feature 2 tracks from this EP, Go Your Own Way and Nighthawk. What's the story behind those 2 songs?
Oh, man. So Go Your Own Way, I just mentioned we wrote with Kevin Fisher. And when we wrote the song, Kevin had been reading the pitch sheets from Nashville. And at that time, there was a major label female artist who was looking for songs. She was a new mom, and she was looking for songs to record about anti-bullying. So we wrote Go Your Own Way. And it just has this beautiful message to be yourself. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Be whoever you are, and then last year I entered it in the Empower Music Awards, and we won Social Justice category of the year.
Wow.
So pretty exciting. Then Nighthawk is a song that Tommy and I wrote. You're going to hear my cuckoo clock in a minute here.
That's okay.
And Nighthawk is based on a true story. I found this wounded nighthawk at the end of our lawn one morning, and I was going through this place in my life where I was wondering what my voice was, what my message to the world was. And through the journey of healing and helping this nighthawk find a veterinarian and be set and heal and be set free, I felt that I connected with the bird. Wow. And so it was really cool. So we wrote the song called Nighthawk, and we re-recorded it for this album and had Kevin put on some beautiful strings. We wanted to take kind of an Outlander approach for it.
Uh-huh. Now, is the Nighthawk okay now?
Yes, she is. The vet called me and said that she had been set free and she was healthy, and she flew away. And so it was kind of like in the last verse, you'll notice we mentioned the line, God allows us to touch others and feel their pain, and through that we find compassion and we find our own healing.
So it was a happy ending. That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, you mentioned a moment ago your single "Go Your Own Way." It won the Empower Posse Award for Social Justice in 2021. Also won for the Best Music Video at the Golden Lion Film Festival in India. How does it feel to write a song that inspires so many people and win an award for it?
That is a beautiful question. That's what Tommy and I strive to do. Is maybe strive's the wrong word. That's what we endeavor to do is to write songs and hopefully bring healing to people. We were both living in Nashville, writing for Music Row, so to speak. And we were tired of pitching to Music Row, trying to find the next drinking song and write the next drinking song or the next, And we found that our natural journey was to write songs about healing. And so instead of fighting it, we just decided one day, well, let's just do this and let's go out and find our audience. And so we took the road less traveled kind of thing and decided to do that, and gave up on our sights of fame and fortune and blah, blah, blah. But now we're finding since the pandemic that people are reaching out to us. As a matter of fact, we were just walking the dogs yesterday on the trail here at home, and we bumped into two people that we didn't even know who recognized us and said, "Oh my gosh, I'm fans of yours, and your songs are so healing and uplifting. Thank you." And I mean, that was just huge for us.
Wow.
Really, really empowering and encouraging for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you hit a home run back to back. I mean, you did one in 2018 with the Me Too song that you wrote, and now you got this one as well. I mean, a lot of people can relate to "Go Your Own Way." I mean, I think every one of us has probably been bullied once when we were a young child, or maybe even as a teenager.
That's right, and rejected, or even just trying to fit into a peer group that these people aren't they're not my people. Like, I don't fit in here, but they're cool, they're hip, whatever. And so you feel that sense of, I need to please them, be people pleaser, right? Mm-hmm. And I think back to myself when I was in high school, and remember you'd sit there at lunchtime in the cafeteria and you'd have your little group. Well, I would try to fit into different groups, and I'd, spend one lunchtime here, one lunchtime there, and feel like a fish out of water the whole time. And when really what I wanted to do was be down in the music room writing a song or practicing my instruments.
Right. I think a lot of people can relate to the song. I mean, the lyrics are very powerful and deep. I mean, that one about gonna take a long walk and have a little God talk. I mean, that's, he created you, the way you look, you should accept it. I mean, that really is a powerful message.
Thank you, James. And I'm hoping that parents, grandparents, students, children, whomever's listening to your podcast today will really be inspired by that message and and share it with other people as well. Share it with people that you know that may need to hear this message, and hopefully, because these are tough times, especially for kids. Like you're hearing the stories about post-pandemic and how kids were spending so much time on the internet that they lost their way, they lost their confidence, they lost their self-identity, and so hopefully this song, like you said, will reach people and help them realize that you're beautiful just as you are,
Right. Yeah, because when you look at like Facebook and Instagram, and a lot of people now on this TikTok, a lot of it's based on looks, right? A lot of people think that they have to look a certain way to be accepted, and that's not
right.
And it's not right.
And even act a certain way, talk a certain way. I can't. There's some aspects of social media that I like. There's some platforms that I like. Not sure now about Twitter. I really did enjoy Twitter, but now let's see where this is going to go. Now, because in the news these conversations are happening now about which direction it's going to take, and it just gets daunting and tiresome, and you really feel like you're just trying to keep up with pleasing people or impressing people. And that really, the days when you just shut your social media off and go out for a walk with the dogs like we did yesterday, how beautiful that was, and inspiring. And we met, like I said, two different people who we didn't know and yet changed our lives yesterday. And hopefully, like they said, we're inspiring them too.
That's awesome. Now, besides writing and recording music, I understand you have a podcast too. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we do, James. Tommy hit when we were going through the pandemic. Tommy had the beautiful idea to start a podcast show, and we sat down and discussed what our messaging would be. And since we're about rescue dogs and shelter dogs and songs, we call it Jake's Place Songs and Tales, TAILS. And it's based on our music, our friends, our musicians we've met around the world, their songs, their stories. I have a children's book called Jake the Road Dog, and so it's based on Jake. And he used to travel with us on the road, and so we have so many stories of his travels and adventures. And in the book, I have the line, find the song in your heart. So our podcast is based around that, finding the song in your heart, and sharing stories with different people who have something to say about their rescue dog or their rescue cat or horses or whatever, just through healing and music.
Very cool. Now, where can this be heard?
We're on all the podcast providers, and you can find the links right on our website at tiamcgraff.com. And like I said, it's called Jake's Place Songs and Tales. Now,
do you have different musicians come on the show? Like, how does one become a guest on your show?
Yeah, we do. We've interviewed friends of ours from England, from Canada, from the States. We also have people who've just done rescue work or some kind of beautiful healing work. And if you'd like to be a guest on our show, just send me an email at tmcgraff@msn.com. And we'd love to look into it and consider you for being a guest.
That's awesome. Now, you mentioned earlier, or a few moments ago, that you have a book called Jake the Road Dog. Now, do you plan on writing another book anytime soon?
As a matter of fact, I am. I'm in the process of it. I did some writing this morning, and I'm just slowly working away at it. It's I don't know if you find this, but I was messaging with some other authors from a children's book group that I belong to, and they were all saying the same thing, that since the pandemic, it's more difficult to sit down and stay focused for long periods of time on creative projects. So I'm just devoting 2 to 3 hours a day in the mornings and get up and do my writing. And I hope to have the first copy of the manuscript done by Christmas.
That's pretty cool. Now, what are your plans for the coming year?
Well, we just got back from a couple songwriting endeavors and some shows down in Nashville and Bowling Green, and really enjoyed that. We also want to, start getting back out there performing, but also we want to do more podcast shows and write some more songs and get my book out there and hopefully get back into schools and libraries like we were doing before the pandemic, taking our Songs and Tales program in there and just spread our music around, spread our message of hope and inspiration to people of all ages, just get out there again, but not be so crazy, James, as we were before. Like, we were touring nonstop and we were exhausted, and things are so much harder now out there for touring musicians that we really want to be smart this time and not tour for the sake of losing our songwriting and recording time either.
The pandemic was terrible, but I guess a few good things came out of it, right? For you, I mean, you creative-wise, you were able to create something other than just recording music with this podcast, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And at the time, it felt like we weren't doing anything. Like, you just felt like you're sitting there,
right,
binge watching your favorite TV program, and wondering what it's all about, Alfie, kind of thing. But what we found was that by doing that, it also, we were tapping into the songs that were being placed in film and TV. And so that opened our ears to, if we produce this new EP like that, or we add a few more bells and whistles, maybe we could get it in film and TV. And that's exactly what we did. And now people are saying, wow, the production is so cool on here. And so we're looking forward to more of that too.
That's awesome. Now, have you ever had any of Michael Stover's artists on your show?
Not yet, but we are looking forward to it. And I'd love to have you on there, James, if you'd like to.
Oh, that would be great.
I'd like to invite you on our Jake's Play Songs and Tales.
Oh, I would love to do that.
Yay!
Yeah, maybe in the coming year we can arrange something.
Absolutely. Perfect.
You mentioned your website before, tiamcgraff.com. You have a lot of great stuff up on there. I was on there yesterday looking at it. You have all your music, right? You have a video series. What's that all about? Can you talk about that a little bit?
That's our children's video. We call it Jake's Play Songs and Tales. It's a virtual songwriting program that we put together for schools. And so I read a chapter from my book, and with the chapter goes a couple songs, and we talk about songwriting. And throughout the whole program, I believe it's a nine set series, we introduce the students to songwriting and have them write their own Who's Your Superhero song. And by the end of the program, hopefully their teachers or parents or home educators can help them put together their own little festival, their own little show as well, and present their songs.
Nice. Now, yeah, the holidays are coming up, folks. I think I said this the last time you were on the show too. Tia's got a lot of great stuff up on that website. The CDs up there, the books, the videos. So check out her website, tiamcgraff.com. Now, Tia, is there anything that you'd like to mention that we didn't talk about today?
Well, thank you for mentioning the Christmas gifts, holiday gifts. We've got some T-shirts on there for kids. We've got some soup mugs and coffee mugs and things like that, and also music. The book is on there. I donate a portion of my proceeds from the book sales to the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. And so I'm excited and grateful to be a part of that. And I just want to say, I just want to encourage everyone to really enjoy finding your voice, to enjoy finding your own creative story, your own way of telling your story, because that's what we're trying to promote here is helping everyone to tell your own story.
That's awesome. Well, Tia, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show today.
James, thank you. And thank you so much for providing a beautiful platform for artists like myself to get on there and share our story. Thank you.
You're welcome. And, I want to wish you the best of luck with this new EP and the podcast. And I hope you and Tommy have a great Thanksgiving and a great Christmas as well.
Thank you. And that's Savannah wishing you a Merry Christmas.
All right. You take care now, all right?
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, James.
You're welcome. Bye.
I'm looking up from a hard place, mercy on my soul. Feels like I'm caught in a wire cage. The twilight falls through my window, a shadow comforts me. A nighthawk diving, soaring, she's so free. Yesterday I found you, wounded on the ground. Your feathers couldn't lift you. I heard you open your throat and fell an eerie tune. It broke my heart 'cause I felt just like you. Until we touch another and feel their pain. God watches over small things, mercy lifted you. I know you found your wings and I will too.